The way that I would describe PBL is just something that is very rigorous. It requires higher level thinking. Kids are engaged, they're having fun, and there's so much learning going on that the kids don't even realize is happening.
I can't really explain this because this is the actually only school that I've been to, but she can.
Yes, I can. Because I've been to another school that wasn't very PBL. You did maybe 1 or 2 projects a year. But mostly it was just like, can you write these notes? Well, maybe play a game. Just like, and you never really remembered anything as well. But here, it's just a lot different. You can remember a lot better. You just understand it better overall.
The 2 toughest things by far are that not all kids like to work in groups. And that's one misconception about project-based learning. It does not have to be so structured that it's gotta be groups of 5 and 6. I was really, really stuck in that mindset my first year of like, they have to learn how to collaborate. And for some kiddos, it doesn't work well for their personality. And so I will allow children to do a project by themselves or in a pair or in a small group. But I will encourage them as the year goes on. If I notice, gosh, you've never done a project without your best friend, maybe we need to open your world a little bit. I discuss it with them and explain to them that, look, I know you may not want to work with 5 or 6 kiddos, but what's going to happen in the real world? Look at me on my team. I have other teachers that I need to work with and make sure that I get along with. And you know, I can't just refuse to collaborate as an adult. So I try to get them to see why it's actually applicable for them to become good at collaboration, because that doesn't come naturally to 10 and 11-year-old kids. It really doesn't. And so that's been my biggest struggle as a teacher, is realizing that they're gonna struggle with collaboration and need support, and also that allowing them to have more voice and choice in how they wanna work, whether that be independently or with a partner or with 6 other kids, that I'm more flexible in allowing them to do that.
Well, I feel like at this point I kind of am a pro at it. I've done 1st and 2nd grade through PBL and now 4th grade. And 1st and 2nd grade was by far the hardest because there's so many foundational skills that those kiddos need. And so I became an expert at it, and finding books or articles or videos that are related to your subject and bringing those in as your materials for literacy. And it's phenomenal. The connections that the kiddos make are lifelong. They're engaged, they're intrigued, constantly questioning everything. And that's what we want. That's what we want from these kids, is that contagious spark for learning.
I think PBL is more hands-on. You apply that knowledge to real life situations.
Perfect.
So overall, it helps you remember it and just use it more in life. So it's not just giving you a worksheet or giving you notes to write. It's, okay, you're gonna figure out all the body systems and we're gonna give you a patient to diagnose. So it really is more like, it helps you understand it better.
One of the biggest myths in project-based learning is that there is not enough direct instruction taking place and that there's not enough structure taking place in the classroom. And what I noticed both as a teacher, teaching project-based learning with my own students, and then now helping people to understand what it's all about, is that there is a ton of structure behind the scenes, that teachers plan for hours and they have ways to organize the learning throughout. And the students understand that they have to follow guidelines. They have various ways of keeping track of their learning, whether that's through forms, whether that's on their project wall in their classroom. There is guided instruction that takes place throughout. The teachers have mini lessons in reading and writing and social studies, science in every area. That happens, and then students go off and work on their project or dive deeper into something. So there is huge amounts of instruction that is taking place while giving students voice and choice and giving them the freedom to do some of the things that they choose to do along the way.
It might not be a fit for everyone. Some people might rather be looking in a book and not have to go and do it themselves.
It's just if it's right for them.
Yeah.
I would say it's definitely very real world to the kids. They know that they have control of this project and that they have control of where it's going to go and what the outcome's going to be, good or bad. And I think in a traditional classroom, it's a bit more structured. The kids are kind of told, here's what we're learning, here's what we're going to get out of it, here's an assessment, here's what you showed me that you learned.
I love that the kids get to be engaged with it. In my opinion, 5-year-olds, anybody loves to do stuff. They get to like to be engaged and get involved. And PBL is completely that. It's helping out another kiddo in another country. What some of the older grades get to do, they get to actually make an impact on society, or they get to share it with other people. They've got an audience that they get to share it with. And it drives their instruction, and they're excited because they get to be involved and they get to do stuff and, take a whole classroom and turn it into giant marble tracks, and so it's that whole engagement piece, and that they're excited and we're excited, and that kids are able to actually use it. They take the knowledge that they've learned and they get to really apply it and see how it really works.
Maybe most teachers would give students just papers, and they, like in the old day, they would have to get papers and they'd have to look at the books and write down everything.
But then now that we have like more computers and technology, and the way our classroom is designed can help us learn and think.
Like with the special jellyfish chairs and the spinny chair.
Because like some people, instead of or like a stress ball, like you want to move your hand, you can like move your body, so then you can keep focused, but then still be really learning.
Because some people like to stand, some people like to sit, and some people even like to be on the floor, sitting like on a cushion.
I personally do that.
Me too.
In my personal classroom, I'm very fun. I want this to be a place that 25 kids wake up every morning excited to come here, and that they know that if something's not working for them, that I care, and that I'll do whatever I can to help fit their needs. So I think a typical day for them is really exciting. They're excited about these projects. They can't wait to get in and see what that's gonna be like. There's a lot of excitement here at our school. I love technology, so we check out virtual reality stuff or Raspberry Pi or whatever different technology tools I can find for those kiddos. And then I also have a lot of kiddos that just love great books. So I think for me, it's about making sure I have the resources they need so that when they show up, they're excited to learn every day, they're eager to learn every day, and they know that I'm gonna do whatever it takes to make sure that whatever need they might have is met so that they can achieve all they can achieve here at school.